This week's show brought to you by SCAD, Scott Countyans Against Drugs. Welcome everybody to the Scott County Cardinals News Graphic Football Coaches Show State Championship Edition, Class 6A, KHSAA, Commonwealth Gridiron Bowl. We played this Saturday night, 8 p.m. at Kroger Field on the campus of the University of Kentucky. It'll be your Scott County Cardinals with a record of 11-3. Going up against the Louisville Male Bulldogs with a record of 13-1 as they survived that tough Louisville bracket. They defeated Trinity, did Male 27-20 on Friday night. It wasn't nearly as tough for Scott County. If you were there, you know. They finally got back to Toyota Stadium. 3 straight wins on the road over Campbell County, Frederick Douglass, Simon Kenton, just to earn the right to host that semi-state game. And it really was over from the opening coin toss as Madison Central won it, deferred their option to the second half. I mean, you're just giving the Cardinals the ball, which is, I don't know, allowed them to score in the second play anyway, regardless, and take the lead. And then Scott County blocks a punt, turns that into a touchdown. Glenn Covington scores on a long catch from Cade McKee, and then on a pick six, picking off a pass, kind of going the other way, turning around and running 75 yards to the end zone. That was his second straight game for Glenn with an interception return for a touchdown. It was 27-0 at the end of the first quarter. Got to be a running clock, 40-0 at the half, and then just coasting home from there as mostly JVs took over for the Cards from that point forward. 6 straight wins. Finally got over the hump in a state semifinal as Scott County lost at Lafayette in close, controversial, heartbreaking fashion in 2016. 48-47. They went to Louisville St. Xavier last year and lost 48-35. Had that game within 6 points with about 8 minutes to go as well. So I've been knocking on the door, waiting for that right opportunity, and things broke right this year. Really from that second round game against Frederick Douglass. Once Scott County pulled that off, it was pretty apparent that they controlled their own destiny if they just took care of some business and didn't make turnovers. Stuck with the game plan, did what they do. They were going to be playing for a state title, and sure enough, this coming Saturday, they will be. Against the Male Bulldogs, who, as we said, defeated Trinity 27-20 in a tough game. They had to come from behind. They were down at the half. Garrett Dennis, their quarterback, 62 offensive plays in the game, I read, and he either threw the ball or ran the ball in 60 of them. So you don't have to do a lot of rocket science to figure out what Male's going to try to do on Saturday. It's all going to go through their quarterback. They're going to put the ball in their best guy's hands and try to win it. And of course, that's easier said than done. We know Scott County's had trouble with those double threat quarterbacks, so you got to keep an eye on him as he runs and keep some attention to detail as he looks to throw to his gang of receivers. But certainly something Scott County can do. It's attainable. If you look at the schedule they played that really prepared them, if you look at Tuesday's edition of the News Graphic, you'll see a lot of players had some comments, and I had a few thoughts as well on just the gauntlet that SC ran to get here and how it was different from Madison Central. And that's certainly not taking anything away from Male because they had to defeat Trinity and then St. X before that. And that one was avenging their only regular season loss. So they've had a tough go of it as well. But if you look at the total body of work in the regular season, I don't think any team had quite the schedule, maybe Trinity, but no other team had the schedule that Scott County did against out-of-state opponents and scheduling the toughest in-state opponents because a lot of 6A schools don't really want to play the Cardinals. And Madison Central is kind of one of those. And maybe we saw Friday night why that is, because it was a decisive victory for the Cardinals as they reach the 5th state championship game in school history. Of course, they won it in 1975, won it in 2013 with that undefeated 15-0 season. They lost the game a couple of times, most recently in 2011, but it's been 5 years trying to get back there. Of course, they did beat Male in that 2013 journey. Male bounced back a couple of years later and won their own state championship. So it's going to be a new face either way, as Trinity has won it the past 2 years convincingly. Defeated Lafayette 2 years ago and defeated St. X last year. So going to be a new champion, and my question is, why not the Cards? They have peaked at the right time. You look at their senior group, they've gotten the leadership from everyone from Austin Barnett to Brian Hudson to Glenn Covington, who's really stepped up in the playoffs and been a huge factor on both sides of the ball. Cam Carpenter on the line, Matt Fannin, Zach Coleman, Christian Carter defensively. The list goes on, and of course we're going to accidentally leave a couple out, but it's been a great journey with this group. Love the way this team has come together. I think they had a chance early in the season where they started off 4-0 against Moeller, and maybe there was a lull after that where maybe you were afraid the season had peaked, but not by any stretch of the imagination did it peak. They rallied after losing 3 out of 4 and have simply been on a mission, attention to detail since then. So we'll see that all come to fruition on Saturday night at 8 p.m. Kroger Field. Hope you can be there. Advance tickets, I think you save $2 if you buy them. Go to the khsaa.org website, and there's a couple of links there. You can pick up your tickets early. They include parking, so no excuse. Don't know about the weather yet. It's not going to be cold, but we don't know if it's going to be dry yet or not. That would be a fitting end to the season, I guess, if it weren't. But regardless, turn out, support your Cards. It's going to be a great night at Kroger Field this Saturday, 8 p.m. Hope to see you there. We'll see you on the sidelines.
Hey guys, need to really enjoy it. We totally dominated every phase of the game. Offense, defense, kicking game. Had them down 33-0 at the half. We played great, enjoyed it, but make one thing perfectly clear now. We're going next Saturday night to win the thing. We're going down there next Saturday night at 8 o'clock. We're not going down there, all right, to enjoy being down there. All right, we're going down there to win it. I don't know who we play yet, but we're going down there to win it.